Hey YouTube, how are you? Let's see, this video today is about something real serious, so I'm not going to do my ordinary joking how I do it, because this is a serious issue. If you are under the age, if you are a minor, I suggest that you do not watch this video, because I am talking about sex, and I'll give you a moment to leave the room or to click on to something else. So okay, that's enough time. Okay, for my grown people, for people that are ready to hear what I'm about to say, this might be a big girl pill or a big boy pill for the men watching. I wanted to talk about the effect that sex has on you on an emotional, spiritual, physical, and mental level. Let's see, I'll start off here, because I know some of my viewers may not believe in God, which is okay with me. I have no problem. I love you just like I love everybody else. But I wanted to say, have you ever noticed that when you first meet somebody and you first get into a relationship and you're getting along, you're having them long conversations on the phone together and all this, and let's just say they don't call you, or they tell you they're going to call you back and they don't. Usually, it doesn't bother you much. Matter of fact, you'll go through your whole day, and then maybe, let's say right before you go to bed, you get a phone call, and then you remember, I was supposed to call back to so-and-so. So it don't even bother you, like your day is over before you even think about it, right? This is when you first get in a relationship, before you have sex, right? Okay. Now, all of a sudden, after you have had sex with them, when they don't call you back, you get paranoid. You even ask yourself, you may not be to the level of jumping out of a window or jumping off the bridge, but you start asking yourself questions like, what? Why he or she not calling me back? Why they not texting me back? Why is it taking so long? Why that text message so short? You know, why he whispering on the phone? You know, we start asking ourselves things like that, and then before you know it, you got all kinds of thoughts going through your mind, like, what is he doing? Who is he with? He probably cheating on me. Usually you got the girlfriend or the homeboy saying, girl, yeah, or yeah, man, yeah, dude, that's what's going on. So, and usually got somebody around you pumping it up. I mean, they done been through it too, so, you know, most of the time that's the reason. Why? What happens on a spiritual level when you have sex that causes you to be concerned with where they are, when they're there, and who they are with? First, I want to say the Bible talks about fornication, which is having sex before marriage, and God says not to do it. God also says that, you know, once you have sex with someone, in His eyes you become one. Becoming one can be a word used interchangeably with marriage. So you're married to this person now. Your soul has married their soul. Your two souls has become one and intertwined, just like my hands locked together with each other. So that's why you find yourself loving them to a different level, willing to sacrifice more, being concerned about where they are. Your intuition, especially a woman's intuition, your intuition gets so strong that most of the time, any relationship you were in, if that guy or that girl was unfaithful with you, your gut told you so. Every time they was doing something they shouldn't have been doing, you had a bad feeling, or you had a dream, or you had just this idea come to you that he with a girl, and just what happened, you call and the girl answer his phone. Come on now, I know y'all been there and done that. So how is that? How are you able to do that? Why are you so concerned with what he's doing, or she, when she's not he or she is not calling you back or texting you back or replying to your emails or anything like that? Like, what's up with that? There's a reason. And I study the Bible from beginning to end, and I don't just read the Bible, but I read other books. I'm not that Christian that's in this box, and I got myself in this bubble from the rest of the world. You know, that's the only way that I can really learn, and the only way that I can reach people that don't have the same belief system that I have. If I don't know what's going on in their world, how can I relate to them? So, and I haven't been saved all my life. You know, I didn't grow up in church. I grew up in the streets. I grew up in the hood. So, you know, that's where I come from in my background. So, no, I'm not the person that was forced to be a Christian because my mama made me get up every morning and go to church. This happened to me by living and going through life and seeing what works and what doesn't work. I'm not going to get into that because I've tried it all. Whatever it is you're doing to find relief and peace and relieve stress, I've done it. You know, except, you know, certain drugs and stuff. But I've pretty much done it all. So back to what I was saying. So once you have sex spiritually, you become one with this person. That's why your intuition gets stronger towards them. That's why you know when they're in danger. That's why you're concerned with them. That's why you're more liable to think that they're cheating on you if they're doing something different and if their attitude has changed towards you. It feels like somebody has taken a knife and stabbed you in the heart when you find out you've been cheated on. Like it hurts, but it's not a physical hurt. It's the inner being that hurts. And anybody that's had their heart broken, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. So there was a reason that God told us not to fornicate. It wasn't because he did not want us to experience pleasure. Because if that was the case, he would not have commanded married people. He told anyone that was married, do not withhold your bodies from each other. Do not have sex. Do not make love or whatever you want to call it. There is a difference between sex and love, and I'll get into that some other time. But God commanded them not to do that. He's basically given a commandment for them to please each other. That is a responsibility. That is an obligation when you become married to please each other, to sacrifice each other, not just a physical level, but sex is a gift. Sex is very powerful. Sex heals your relationship. Sex keeps you close together. It keeps you joined. So it's not nothing to be played with. It's very powerful. Sex is more, you know, than just you relieving yourself of stress. You're going to have an attachment to this man or to this woman like never before. You just feel so attached. You always want to be with them. You know, you love when they're around. When they're not around, it just don't feel the same. You find yourself that you think about them all day. Being intimate with someone even changes your priorities. You used to think about your bills all day. Now you're thinking about the person that you're in a relationship with, that you have been intimate with all day. What changes that? What made that change? Ask yourself that. Especially the people that do not believe in the word that is in the Holy Bible. Ask yourself, what changes after I have been intimate with someone in a relationship? I couldn't wait to talk about this. I couldn't hold it in. After watching the Kardashians, and I don't know if y'all watch their show, and yes, Christians do watch TV, but after seeing what they were going through, I was like, man, I got to talk about this. Like, I got to let this out, because I've learned through experience, and I need to let other people know what's going on. You don't have to put your hand on the stove after you saw somebody else do it and get burned, you know, so that's just one of my rule of thumb that I use. I can learn from other people's experiences and not have to go through what they went through. Let's see, am I leaving anything out? Oh, and for you that would like to check up and read up on some things I said, you can go to Romans 13 and Romans 10, 1 Corinthians 6, verse 9 through 20, Colossians 3, verse 2 and verses 5 through 9, and 1 Thessalonians 4, verse 3 through 5. Especially for you non-believers, I would love for you to go on one of the websites. If you don't have a physical Bible, make sure it's a version that you can understand, like NIV, and read those verses that I gave you. And let me know what you think. Let me know if you've been through that. If you're an atheist, if you're, you know, whatever it is that you believe, I still want to know, what do you think about what I said and your experience and what you've been through. All right. Peace out.